What's up, everybody? It's AJ with etrailer.com. Today we're going to be checking out the Kuat NV 2.0 on our 2022 Nissan Frontier. It's going to be a platform style bike rack, which means it's going to hold the bike by the tire, so it's not going to make any frame contact. It really opens it up to use with a bunch of different style bikes. And we have a regular road bike that's aluminum, but we could even use a carbon fiber one on here because it just touches the tire. It doesn't touch the frame. Let's check it out. Taking a look at how the bike sits here on the rack. Like I said, it can use a bunch of different style bikes for not only the frame, it's not limited because of it holding by the tire, but also the wheelbases can be used for road tire bikes, mountain tire bikes, even fat tire bikes. The straps are long enough to actually work with those. So that's pretty nice that right out of the gate, right when you open it, you can use it with all those different style bikes. Now this is gonna be the hook that holds down the wheel. Let's look at how that is gonna work. I'll come over here, push this button. At the top, you release it, slides up, you can slide it down and out of the way. Makes it really easy to load or unload your bike. I'm gonna put it back down, so when you're going to push it down there, just push on and it latches into place there and holds the bike nice and tight. So if I shake the bike rack, you can see that there's not a lot of vibration in that bike, so that's like going down the road. A nice feature of the Kuat NV 2.0 is that it has this lever here. You can throw this and tilt the bike rack away from the vehicle with the bike loaded. So tilting it down, just like that. And it could get us access back here. Now, partial access, you can't completely bring the tailgate down, but I'm gonna bring it to about there. So if you do forget something in here, or you wanna throw something in there on your way out and you forgot and you got everything loaded, you don't have to take everything back off to do that. So that's kind of a nice feature too. You can always just lower that tailgate just a little bit, just keep your hand on it so it doesn't come down on the bike or hit that pedal. Now to lift it back up, you just lift it and the lever latches back into place on its own, just like that, and now it's locked back into place. Taking a look at how it sits on the back of our Frontier, you can see it does partially cover up the tail lights. It will cover up your backup camera as well, so just keep that in mind. Looks like your tail light though up top, up here on the back of the cab, should be plenty visible for somebody behind you. And since this does have orange highlights, people are gonna be able to see it if they're pulled up behind you at a stop sign. You don't have to worry about them just full on coming up there and running into you. Now let's take the bike off. We're gonna come back here to the back strap first. Just push in on that button and release the strap. And we'll push that out of the way for now. So we're gonna remove the bike. Now I'm gonna come over here to the hook. We've already gone over how that works. So push that button, lift it up, tilt it out of the way. Then I can just grab the bike, pick it up, and move it aside. Now the back strap can slide back and forth, so it's not in a permanent spot. So that's gonna help you adjust to different wheelbases. So that's very helpful with all those different frame style bikes and bigger or smaller bikes too. Now, you're gonna fold the hook back in when it's not in use, so it takes up less space. Slide that in, set it over there. We can take a little bit better look at the wheel cradle here. Now I said earlier that it works with road tires. You can see that center groove there is good for that. It gets slightly bigger for mountain bike tires, and then it gets this big to handle the fat tire bike tires too. So again, this is nice. You can handle all those bikes in one rack. Now let's get some measurements. So from the bumper to the end of our bike rack, we're gonna get about 30.5 inches. So it adds quite a bit back there. Now something you can do to help that is you can actually tilt the bike rack up and towards the truck. So if I clip my tape measure, pull that lever again, the same way you tilted it down, you can fold it up towards the back of the Frontier. Now it's gonna take up far less space. So from the bumper back out, it's gonna be 14 inches. Another measurement to get would be ground clearance. So keep in mind, this could change depending on what kind of hitch you have. Those might sit a little bit lower than other ones, but right here at the very base of the rack, it's gonna be about 15 inches from the ground, so that should be plenty of room. Just something we like to point out, be careful of those steep driveways or hills, but this one is up because the truck sits a little bit higher and the hitch is a little bit higher, so you should be fine. And then even if this is folded out, this even has even more of a rise, so you shouldn't have any problems. Another nice addition that the Kuat NV 2.0 has is gonna be this Workstation, so you can unlatch this, bring the arm up and out, latch it back in so it stays in place, and you can use this to work on your bike. So you can loosen that, put your frame in there, tighten it back up. It will hold it upright so the wheels are free spinning, or you can work on the chain. All those options for whatever happens out there on the trail. Taking a look at this shank of the bike rack, it's got the anti-rattle device built in here, so it's not an anti-rattle put in like some other bike racks that are more up towards the hitch. It's built in here, so let me loosen it here with this hand knob. You can already see the bike tilting down. I can shake it back and forth. That's look how much rattling in it there is. That'd be bad. So with this, you just tighten the hand knob. It's going to tighten it back up in that hitch. And now I can shake the whole vehicle back and forth, and there's no rattling or movement. So that means it's not going to transfer to your bikes while they're on that rack. So that's very awesome. I like that. Then up here we got a pin and a lock. So that's nice that you can lock this up to your hitch so that nobody can mess with it when you're not around. It's going to fit a 2" by 2" hitch like we have here today. Built in to the bike rack is going to be a cable lock system, which that's nice to be able to lock up your bikes to the bike rack. So I'll pull the cap off there and kind of show you how this works. You slide this portion out, and then it's going to plug back into itself. So pulling this fully out there, I can bring this around, wrap it around the bike, and it goes and clips in there. So then we have a cover. It's going to come back around. That covers it up. So some people might not even know it's locked or how to get it undone. You just pop this cover off. Use the same key that goes with the hitch. Put it in there, unlock it, and it detaches. It's nice that it keeps it all stored up in here too. That way it's not an extra accessory that you have to throw in the back of the truck or make sure you find it when you need it. It's all stored in the bike rack itself. Here on our test course, we'll start by going through the Solemn. This is going to show us the side-to-side action, which simulates turning corners and evasive maneuvers. Then we get to the alternating speed bumps. We'll see the twisting action. This will simulate hitting a curb or pothole or driving on uneven pavement. Then we'll go over the full speed bumps, and we can see the up and down action. This will be like driving in and out of a parking lot, garage, or a driveway. Overall, I think it's a great bike rack. It has a lot of good features, a lot of extra features that other ones don't come with. Plus, it's easy to use, you know, tilting it and folding it, very easy. I like that there's no tools either, just popping that pin in and tightening up here. The anti-rattle device works great. It keeps that shake and play out of there. Plus, the lock's included with the hitch, and internally, it's pretty much got everything you need. Well, I think that does it. Thanks for hanging out. I hope this helped.